and KCP Racing as Team 218 for how closely aligned they are. And sure, crew chiefs Cody Jacobs and Kyle Ripper, well, they bounce notes and ideas off of each other here and there. Let's hear from the two leaders of their respective teams on how they take advantage of the close relationship that the top two teams in the country right now have.
I mean, I think we both just want to do our best to win. Yeah, we're great friends. Me and Sheldon grew up together, and me and Ripper, have been best friends for a long time. And I mean, I think them switching over to KCP team, they got Maxim cars. They got, basically the same cars, same engines, same fuel tanks, same guy building their shocks. There's a lot of similarities there. So
I feel that it's all similar. So it's been pretty easy. Brian's a good guy to work with. Obviously, having Cody on him as well, keep everything pretty in-house, I would say. But it is nice, to have someone to bounce ideas off of and, things. But we've been doing this all long enough that we build our own notebooks too. And like I said before, Sheldon and David kind of have a little different driving styles too. So to say either one could get in each other's cars and be successful off the rip, I don't know,
I mean, we talk and maybe bounce some things off each other at times, but I think when you park beside each other every night, there's probably bits and pieces we can take from each other and, be pretty good.
It's a pretty tight group, so like there's if you are onto something, no information is getting leaked out, going to any other pit areas in a sense. And like I said, we travel around together, so if anything ever happens, you got someone to rely on, to get around. Someone's always will have a rental car between us too. So, and obviously you're with your guys all the time, so having a couple other people to go out to eat with or kill some time with on the road is definitely enjoyable.
You pay attention to the guys that are running good, and if you know a little bit of what they're doing, you try and formulate it to your plan. And if it works out, it works. But I think you got to be willing to throw some things at it and see if you can't find an edge.
It's not very often in motorsports, or really even sports in general, that you see the top two competitors on a circuit so closely aligned and work so closely together, but it's a very unique and entertaining dynamic that the 2 and 18 teams have. It's a lot of fun to watch. Both drivers have been very good in their careers in Pennsylvania, so we'll see if they pick up right where they left off these past couple of races. This race in Pennsylvania tonight marks the first time that we'll see 2026 Kings Royal winner Anthony Macri back with the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series since he won his second consecutive crown at Eldora Speedway less than 2 weeks ago. What a season it's been in 2026 for Anthony Macri. Let's look just on the World of Outlaws Sprint Car side of things. Dirt Car Nationals Championship, he won the Big Gator, got another win during Bike Week, and of course that win during the Kings Royal. And even with the injury that Macri sustained that kept him out of action for some time, still plenty of trips to victory lane this season, and another Pennsylvania Speedway Championship that he picked up back early on in July. Tonight, racing with the Outlaws for the first time since a Kings Royal win, and ready for more success coming off another Crown Jewel victory.
Obviously, it's special to be able to win it 2 years in a row, and not just 2 years in a row, but to win it 2 times is, something that not many people can say. I mean, not many people can say they won a Kings Royal to begin with, so to be able to say I won it twice is obviously really special to me. And I think it's just a testament to how good this car is and how good my guys are, and just the work ethic and determination that everyone on this team has. I know I don't give up, and I give 100%, and I know my guys, do the same as well. So I think it just shows how good of a team we have, and the speed we have, and obviously able to go outside of PA and still have speed. So I feel like we're just kind of both on top of our game right now. I feel like there's other cars that could be just as fast, it's just they're not. Obviously they're struggling a little bit right now, but obviously me and Dietz are firing on all cylinders, and most nights it produces pretty good racing for the fans. So I just say we're prepared, and we race hard.
At the end of that soundbite, you heard Macri comparing the speed of himself and Chase Dietz. Those two drivers have really dominated the local racing scene in central Pennsylvania sprint car racing in 2026. But you take a look at what Macri has done specifically just here in this part of the country, 18 races, and in the top 10 in 14 of those. 5 of his 8 wins of the season have come here in his home state or in this area. Of course, picked up that Pennsylvania Speedway Championship that I mentioned not too long ago. So happy to have Macri back with the World of Outlaws. We'll see if he can win the Brickers Bash for the 2nd season in a row. So the Outlaws make their lone appearance at BAPS Motor Speedway for 2026 here this evening. It's tradition that we race at BAPS the Wednesday leading into Summer Nationals week at Williams Grove. You take a look at the winners at BAPS this season. Chase Steeds has 4. The only driver with multiple victories, Macri, Wadman, and Smith also on that list. Brickers Bash, the name of this race, honoring the French fry stand that has been selling French fries here at BAPS for nearly 60 years. The winner of tonight's race gets a big bowl of hot French fries. 32 cars signed into the pit area. Race ready hot lap session number 1 is on the racetrack. Overcast skies, but a beautiful day overall. So we're going to go to the Hall of Fame voice of the World of Outlaws, John Gibson, to tell you who's on the racetrack right now.
Thanks so much, Connor Wade. First race-ready hot lap session of the 4 scheduled for the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series. Taking a look at car number 23D, the Mountain Ridge Metal, David Hohenschild Welding, GL Capital, Glenville Station, Pub and Grub, Traco Manufacturing entry. Driver out of York, Pennsylvania, that is Chase Dietz. Also on the Speedway from Tuckahoe, New Jersey, the Fishers Federated Auto Parts, Blue and Stock Machine, Iron Valley Real Estate, Willie's Paving, number 1W, Buddy Schweibens. And from Lemoore, California, driving the all-by-your alternative MVT, Tarleton & Sons, Sage Family, Scott Boyd Family, Complete Parts and Equipment Solutions, number 41, Carson Macedo. From Leduc, Alberta, Canada, in the Gibbsville Cheese, Flint Trucking, Nelson Brothers Construction, CMR Wholesale Tools and Equipment, Diamond Pit Lights, number 16C, Skylar G. And from Fayetteville, Pennsylvania, driving the Low Bar Incorporated, Low Bar Design Engineering, Glenville Station, Pub and Grub, E.H. Goshenauer, number 8, Lance DeWeese. And from Wellsville, Pennsylvania, aboard the Dynatech, Brenner Tire and Auto, Pigeon Hill Designs, Kent Beverage Concepts, number 99M, Kyle Moody. From Lincoln University, Pennsylvania, the Bush Auto Group, Fast Track Trucking, Stevie Carr, Stoltzfus Farm Service, Betts Garage, number 5, Tyler Ross. And filling in for the injured Casey Jedrzak from Port Royal, Pennsylvania, the Hellraiser Jacks Mr. Heaton, Receive Valley Transportation, Mulehead Brand, Simpson Race Products, number 6, the Mayor Dylan Cisney. Race ready hot lap session number 1 for the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series. Green flag in the air for the drivers in race ready hot lap session number 1, but it does not last very long. A wicker bill coming off of the top wing of one of the cars, and it is laying in the middle of the back straightaway. May be off the 23D of Chase Dietz, the nation's leading feature winner, and you can see that wicker bill stuck directly into the racing surface. And Chase Dietz come to a stop in corner number 2. They'll push that car back to the pit area. Correction on that. There's a separate issue for the 23D. The wicker bill has come off the number 8 for Lance DeWeese. Wicker bill is off Lance DeWeese's number 8. The wicker bill issue for DeWeese and a separate issue for Chase Dietz in the 23D. So Chase Dietz headed back to the pit area. Not a great start for the leading sprint car feature winner in the States. To this point in 2026, we get set to wave the green flag once again on Race Ready Hot Lap Session number 1 at the Brickers Bash. Carson Macedo quickest initially at a 15.879. Skylar G, Lance DeWeese your top three. Now Tyler Ross into the second spot. Kyle Moody joining Macedo in the 15-second range. Carson Macedo still quickest here in race ready hot lap session number one. He's gone faster now at a 15.541. Tyler Ross second, Skylar G third, Kyle Moody fourth, Buddy Schweibens in the fifth spot. Macedo even better now at a 15.226. Buddy Schweibens at a 15.428. Caution flag will wave. So as we see more often than not with the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series, we wave the yellow flag. We'll allow the drivers to do some slow wheel packing before we resume green flag conditions in race ready hot lap session number one. Right now, Carson Macedo is the fastest at 15.226 seconds. Buddy Schweibens second quick at a 15.428. Tyler Ross third at a 15.497. Skylar G and Kyle Moody round out the top five. So track's still just a little slippery out there, and quite often we see a fairly significant improvement in lap times after just a few laps of slow wheel packing. Looking at Kyle Moody in car number 99M. Second on 3 occasions, his best in 82 career appearances here at BAPS Motor Speedway. Buddy Schweibens victorious in 305 sprint car competition here back in 2021. He'll bring us back under green flag conditions in race ready hot lap session number one. Lance DeWeese to the top of the speed chart. Skylar G surpassing him. G the first into the 14-second range at a 14.895. Buddy Schweibens at a 14.992. Caution flag waves. Car slowing on the front stretch. That is the number 5 of Tyler Ross. Tyler Ross off the pace in the number 5. Ross making it out the track exit in corner number 1. So just a lap or so remaining in our opening race-ready hot lap session. Carson Macedo leading the way so far at 14.829 seconds. Kyle Moody up to the second spot at a 14.882. Carson Macedo goes better at a 14.529. We wave the checkered flag on race ready hot lap session number 1. Fastest driver in the opening race ready hot lap session, Carson Macedo in car number 41. Lap time 14.529 seconds. Average speed 100.103 miles per hour. Dylan Cisney second quick, 14.751. Kyle Moody third. Skylar G fourth, and Buddy Schweibens rounding out the top 5. Drivers in race ready hot lap session number 2 rolling toward the speedway, led out by car number 18. The NOS Energy Drink Logan Contractor Supply Aspen Air Bobcat entry. Driver from Worcester, Ohio is Sheldon Hot and Shield. Leading contender for the Kevin Gobrecht Award presented by 5 Star Bodies for Rookie of the Year honors with the World of Outlaws this season. From Franklin, Indiana in the WCI Peachtree Excavating KPM number 27, Emerson Axum. And from Hanover, Pennsylvania, driving the Mark Martin Motors, Dryden, Federated Auto Parts, TKS Concrete, Shark Racing, number 1S Logan Schuhart. From Spring Grove, Pennsylvania, the Speed Dog Shift Knobs, PhilPools.com, Moxie, Stevie Car Motorsports, number 1A, Cameron Smith. And the 2025 Kevin Gobrecht Award winner from Columbia, Missouri in the SNS Nationwide CSC Group LRI Eagle Stop Easy Gaming, Dave Smith GMC Retrieving Freedom, number 23, Garrett Williamson. The native of North Pole, Alaska, who now calls Heartland, Wisconsin home, driving the Anderson's Pure Maple Syrup, Indian Motorcycle of Metro Milwaukee, Wayne Carini CPA, Zerbal Concrete, number 17B, the North Pole Nightmare, Bill Baylog. And from Canton, Illinois, the NOS Energy Drink, King Racing Products, Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts, High Performance Lubricants, Phillips and Tosco Developers, number 7S, Chris Wyndham. Also getting underway from Hanover, Pennsylvania, the Dynatech Controls, SCC Trucking, Rucker Computer Solutions, number 17N of Dylan Norris. This is the second of 4 race-ready hot lap sessions for the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series. Chase Dietz back on the Speedway in the 23D. Remember, he had an issue in the initial race-ready hot lap session, did not get up to full speed. Moments away from waving the green flag in our second race-ready hot lap session. Garrett Williamson up to the second spot at 14.724. Dylan Norris and Cameron Smith both into the top 5. Baylog now to the second spot, 14.605. Sheldon Hodgshield third, 14.622. Chase Dietz to the top of the speed chart only momentarily as Garrett Williamson now in P1 at a 14.503. Checkered flag waving on a second race-ready hot lap session. Fastest driver in that group and now fastest overall in race-ready hot laps, the number 23 of Garrett Williamson. His lap time, 14.503 seconds at 100.283 miles per hour. Chase Dietz second quickest now at a 14.506. Emerson Axum third, Bill Baylog fourth, and Carson Macedo rounds out the top 5. Third race-ready hot lap session rolling onto the Speedway from Lemoore, California. The 2C Racing Outlaw Wings, Wedge High Performance Carts, Kaiser Aluminum Wheels, Level Utilities, number 2C of Cole Macedo. And from Hanover, Pennsylvania, the McSherrystown Moose, Bourbon Mill, Stevie Car, Livingston Lawn Care, Posse Land Apparel, and Size number the X car, that is JJ Loss. Your 2025 Brickers Bash feature winner here at BAPS Motor Speedway from from Dillsburg, Pennsylvania in the JNS Classics, M&M Painting and Construction, Randy Shearer Heating and Plumbing, DMS Trash, number 39, Emmett's the Concrete King, Anthony Macri. And from Visalia, California, the Red Line Welding and Construction, Morrison Engine, Smith Titanium, number 45, Corey Eliasson. Also staged in that front row from Lewis, Delaware, the Capital Renegade, Easy Go, Betts Garage, Magoo's Motorcycles, number 91, Preston Latimus. And from Pengrove, California, the Toyota Racing Mobile One, Roth Motorsports, Roth Enterprises, HR Livestock Transportation, number 83, Buddy Kofoid. The 10-time World of Outlaws champion, From Fargo, North Dakota, in the nice Creed Atlantis block, Absolute Automation and Security, FuelPools.com, JRC Transportation, High Performance Lubricants, number 15, Donnie Schatz. And from Lebanon, Indiana, the NOS Energy Drink, West Tennessee Expediting, TAC Truck Center, ZMAX Stanton Racing Engines, number 17 of Spencer Baston. The third of 4 race-ready hot lap sessions for the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series. Underway now with the third race-ready hot lap session. Everybody trying to track down Garrett Williamson in his time of 14.503 seconds. Buddy Cope with a 14.649, 10th quickest overall, but best in this session so far. Cole Macedo now 7th, and Anthony Macri to the top of the speed chart. The Concrete King with a 14.320. Buddy Copewood takes it away at a 14.271. Fastest driver in that race-ready hot lap session. Quickest overall now in car number 83, Buddy Kofoid. Lap time 14.271 seconds, 101.913 miles per hour for the average speed. Anthony Macri now second, quick 14.320. Garrett Williamson third, Chase Dietz fourth, and Emerson Axum completes the top 5 as the final race-ready hot lap session of the evening rolls toward the racing surface. From Sulphurville, Pennsylvania, in the Transeast Equipment Specialty Rigging, Pioneer Pole Buildings, Carroll Motor Fuels, Ken's Tire, number 51R, Freddie Raymer. And from Manchester, Pennsylvania, driving the Brewer Home Improvements, Keller Contract and Trash Right, Voco Electric, number 71, Logan Rumsey. World of Outlaws Rookie of the Year contender from Glendale, Arizona, driving the Indy Performance Composites, Moxie, Maxim Chassis, High Performance Lubricants, AZ HVAC, number 51, Ashton Torgerson. And from Bradenton, Florida, in the Tub of Towels, Emily Oil, USA Fence, TI-22 Performance, Reineke Construction, All-Star Performance, number 28, M. Connor Morell. From Liverpool, Pennsylvania, the Village Square Plaza Mountain View Travel, High-Tech Metal Smith Titanium, number 11 of TJ Stutz. And from Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, the Weikert's Livestock RV 4-wheel drive, SpeedwayCars.com, York Excavating, number 48 of Danny Dietrich. From Sunshine Coast, Queensland, Australia, the New Trend Homes, Napa Auto Parts, Rudisill Trucking, Clay Preview, number 66, Ryan Newton. And the two-time and defending World of Outlaws champion, the current series points leader from Watertown, Connecticut, in the ShopHoustons.com, BillionAuto.com, Prosper Real Estate Investments, JRC Transportation, Jackson Motorplex, number 2, David Gravel. This will be the final race-ready hot lap session of the evening for the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series.
Nobody touches us at all. Shout out, shoot out, spread fear of the without us. Living that attack, what's off the way.
Lap times now begin to appear on the screen in the tower for our final race ready hot lap session. Danny Dietrich at a 14.542. David Gravel third overall at a 14.500. TJ Stutz now second at a 14.314. Freddie Raymer into the top 5. Logan Rumsey to the top of the speed chart at a 14.209. David Gravel now nearly into the 13s at a 14.005. Checkered flag waving on the evening's final race ready hot lap session. Fastest driver in the final race ready hot lap session, fastest overall, getting tonight's race ready hottest lap of the night award, the number 2 of David Gravel, 14.005 seconds. Logan Rumsey second quick, 14.209. Buddy Kofoid third. TJ Stutz fourth. Anthony Macri rounds out the top 5. Freddie Raymer sixth. Ryan Newton seventh. Garrett Williamson eighth. Chase Dietz ninth. And Emerson Axum in 10th. In the meantime, we go down to the infield and Connor Wade for a report from some drivers who had some problems early on in race ready hot laps.
Yeah, John, 2 PA posse cars that slowed during hot laps. Let's start with Chase Dietz, who had an ignition box go bad. Actually saw him come back out on the racetrack and make another hot lap session, but ignition box was replaced before that, so he's good for qualifying. And then Tyler Ross faced just a minor fuel-related issue, so fortunately nothing catastrophic for him either. Both Dietz and Ross will be able to make their qualifying runs on schedule.
Thank you so much, Connor, as we get set now for Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. It'll work this way, 2 cars at a time on the Speedway, 2 consecutive laps on the clock. Faster of those 2 laps scored as that driver's official qualifying time for the race program this evening. We use those Honest Abe Roofing qualifying times to line up tonight's heat races as well as for the front row of the Microlight Last Chance Showdown. Qualifying order determined by random draw earlier this afternoon as the drivers registered for the race program. The track record here at BAPS Motor Speedway set on November 15th of last year. It is held by Chase Dietz. The record is 13.647 seconds at an average speed of 107.1 miles per hour. For World of Outlaws timing and scoring purposes, we measure BAPS Motor Speedway at slightly over 0.4 of a mile. 0.406 miles is the exact measurement, and that measurement is made at the midpoint between the inside and outside guardrails. World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series scale set up in the infield, so the drivers will push onto the Speedway. They'll make their 2 Honest Abe Roofing qualifying laps, and then they'll roll into the infield where they must cross the scales. We'll hold all cars in the infield until the conclusion of Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. Race fans, while you're visiting BAPS Motor Speedway, make time to experience all that York County has to offer. Whether you're here for the weekend or just for the day, you'll find award-winning restaurants, craft breweries, unique shops, outdoor adventures, and fascinating history throughout the county. Extend your visit and start planning your next adventure at exploreyork.com. First 2 Honest Abe Roofing qualifiers on to the Speedway. Nation's leading sprint car feature winner from York, Pennsylvania, the Mountain Ridge Medal, David Hohenschildt Welding, GL Capital, Glenville Station, Pub and Grub, Traco Manufacturing, number 23D, Chase Dietz, and from Lemoore, California, the all-by-year alternative MVT, Tarleton & Sons, Sage Family, Scott Boyd Family, Complete Parts and Equipment Solutions, number 41 of Carson Macedo. First lap for Chase Dietz, 14.362, 1.4362. Carson Macedo on lap 1, faster at a 14.259, 1.4259. Second time by for Dietz. That is quick time at a 14.195, 1.4195. Can Carson Macedo top it? His second lap is faster. It is quick time at a 14.113, 1.4113. Carson Macedo quickest. Chase Dietz with a 14.195, the first 2 Honest Abe Roofing qualifiers. Next pair out. From Lincoln University, Pennsylvania, the Bush Auto Group, Fast Track Trucking, Stevie Car, Stoltzfus Farm Service, Betts Garage, number 5, Tyler Ross. And from Fayetteville, Pennsylvania, in the Lobar Incorporated, Lobar Design Engineering, Glenville Station, Pub and Grub, number 8, Lance DeWeese. Tyler Ross in the 5, Lance DeWeese in the 8. Tyler Ross 18th in last year's Brickers Bash. Lance DeWeese finished 15th. First time by for Tyler Ross, 14.567, 1.4567. And the opening lap time for Lance Deweese is third quick at a 14.254, 1.4254. Second lap for Tyler Ross. Better still fourth though at a 14.361, 1.4361. Lance Deweese out of turn 4 to the checkered flag. His second lap better, still third at a 14.252, 1.4252. Leading the next two Honest Abe Roofing qualifiers trackside from Leduc, Alberta, Canada, the Gibbsville Cheese, Flint Trucking, Nelson Brothers Construction, CMR Wholesale Tools and Equipment, Diamond Pit Lights, number 16C, Skylar G. And from Tuckahoe, New Jersey, the Fishers Federated Auto Parts, Blumenstock Machine, Iron Valley Real Estate, Willings Paving, number 1W, Buddy Schweibens. Skylar G and 16C, Buddy Schweibens in the 1W. G 22nd here last year in the Brickers Bash. First lap time at a 14.425, 1.4425. Opening lap time for Buddy Schweibens will be a 14.527, 1.4527. Skylar G on lap 2, better up to fourth quick at a 14.350, 1.4350. Buddy Schweibens set to complete his second Honest Abe Roofing qualifying lap. It is up to fourth at a 14.339, 1.4339. From Wellsville, Pennsylvania, in the Dynatech, Brenner Tire and Auto, Pigeonhole Designs, Kid Beverage Concepts, number 99M, Kyle Moody. And filling in for Casey Jedrzak this weekend from Port Royal, Pennsylvania, driving the Hellraiser Jacks, Mr. Heater, Massive Valley Transportation, Mulehead Brand Simpson Race Products, number 6, the Mayor, Dylan Cisney. Kyle Moody in the 99M, Dylan Cisney in car number 6. Moody fourth in last year's C-Main during the Brickers Bash. Cisney, 11 career appearances here at BAPS, best finish third in 2024, lap 1. Cisney is a 14.686, 1.4686. First time by for Moody was 14.456, 1.4456. Moody on lap number 2, not as good, a 14.469. First lap better at 14.456. Second lap time for Dylan Cisney, better at a 14.606, 1.4606. From Spring Grove, Pennsylvania, in the Speed Dog Shift Knobs, PhilPools.com, Moxie, Stevie Car Motorsports, number 1A, Cameron Smith. And last year's Kevin Gobrecht Award winner from Columbia, Missouri, the SNS Nationwide CSC Group LRI, Eagle Stop Easy Gaming, Dave Smith, GMC, Retrieving Freedom, number 23, Garrett Williamson. Cameron Smith in 1A, Garrett Williamson in car number 23. First time by for Cameron Smith is a 14.518, 1.4518. Garrett Williamson, 8th last year. His opening lap time is 4th quick at a 14.274, 1.4274. Cameron Smith on lap 2 improves a 14.458, 1.4458. Second time by for Garrett Williamson. Third quick at a 14.196, 1.4196. Third quick for Garrett Williamson, just 1/1000th of a second behind second place Chase Dietz. Next two Honest Abe Roofing qualifiers from Hanover, Pennsylvania, the Dynatech Controls, SCC Trucking, Rucker Computer Solutions, number 17, and Dylan Norris. And from Worcester, Ohio, the NOS Energy Drink, Logan Contractor Supply, Aspen Air, Bobcat, number 18, of Sheldon Hodenshield. Dylan Norris, 17, and Sheldon Hodenshield in car number 18. Sheldon was 10th here last year. Dylan Norris on lap 1, 14.724, 1.4724. First lap time for Sheldon is a 14.487, 1.4487. That is 10th out of 12 so far in Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. Second lap for Norris, better up to 8th quick, 14.391, 1.4391. Sheldon Hodenshield's second lap time, 5th fastest at a 14.267, 1.4267. Carson Macedo, quickest so far. Chase Dietz, second. Garrett Williamson, third. Lance Deweese, fourth. And Sheldon Hodenshield rounds out the top 5. Leading the next two onto the Speedway from Canton, Illinois, the NOS Energy Drink, King Racing Products, Jim Shooknecht, High Performance Lubricants, Phillips and Tosco Developers, number 7S, it is Chris Wyndham. And from Hanover, Pennsylvania, the Mark Martin Motors, Duramax, Federated Auto Parts, TKS Concrete, Shark Racing, number 1S, Logan Schuhart. Chris Wyndham, 7S, Logan Schuhart in 1S. First lap time for Wyndham is 13th quick, 14.802, 1.4802. Schuhart's first lap time is a 14.560, 1.4560. Second lap time for Chris Windham is better. It's a 14.632, 1.4632. For Logan Shewhart, the second lap time not as good. It's a 14.624. He'll stand on the opening lap of 14.560. The Alaskan native now calling Heartland, Wisconsin home. The Anniston Pure Maple Syrup Indian Motorcycle of Metro Milwaukee. Wayne Carini CPA Zerbo Concrete number 17B. The North Pole Nightmare Bill Baylog. And a contender for the Kevin Gobrecht Award in 2026 from Franklin, Indiana. Aboard the WCI P3 Excavating KPM number 27, Emerson Axum. Bill Baylog 17B, Emerson Axum 27. Baylog's first lap time is fourth quick at a 14.233, 1.4233. Emerson Axum on lap 1 is 11th fastest at a 14.445, 1.4445. Second lap time for Baylog is a 14.317. First lap a little better at a 14.233. Second lap time for Emerson Axum up to 7th quick at a 14.272, 1.4272. We have reached the halfway point in Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. Carson Macedo still quick as Chase Dietz second. Garrett Williamson third. Bill Baylog fourth. Lance DeWeese fifth. Leading the next one to the Speedway from Pen Grove, California, driving the Toyota Racing Mobile, One Roth Motorsports, Roth Enterprises, HR Livestock Transportation, number 83, Buddy Kofoid. And from Visalia, California, the Red Line Welding and Construction, Morrison Engine, Smith Titanium, number 45 of Corey Eliason. Buddy Kofoid in 83, Corey Eliason in 45. Lap 1 for Kofoid, 9th quick, 14.343, 1.4343. Kofoid finished 4th here last year in the Brickers Bash. Lap 1 for Eliason is a 14.806, 1.4806. Kofoid on lap 2 up to 7th at a 14.270, 1.4270. Second lap time for Corey Eliason is better as well at a 14.658, 1.4658. From Lemoore, California, the 2C Racing Outlaw Wings Wedge High Performance Cards, Kaiser Aluminum Wheels, Level Utilities, number 2C, Cole Macedo. He is joined by the 10-time series champion from Fargo, North Dakota, the nice Queen Atlantis Block, Absolute Automation and Security, PhilPools.com, JRC Transportation, High Performance Lubricants, number 15 of Donnie Schatz. Cole Macedo in 2C, Donnie Schatz in car number 15. Macedo's first lap time is 15th quick, 14.481, 1.4481. And for Donnie Schatz, the first time across the line will be a 14.751, 1.4751. Macedo on lap 2 up to 13th at a 14.426, 1.4426. Donnie Schatz on lap 2, 16th quick at a 14.519, 1.4519. From Hanover, Pennsylvania, the McSherrystown Moose, Bourbon Mill, Stevie Carr, Livingston Lawn Care, Posse Land Apparel and Signs, X of JJ Loss. Joining him from Lewis, Delaware, the Capital Renegade, Easy Go, Betts Garage, Magoo's Motorcycles, number 91 of Preston Latibus. JJ Loss in the X Preston Latibus in car number 91. Opening lap for JJ Loss will be a 14.898, 1.4898. First time by for Preston Latimus is a 14.615, 1.4615. Second lap for Loss, better 14.769, 1.4769. And for Preston Latimus, his second lap time up to 12th quick at a 14.382, 1.4382. Defending Brickers Bash champion, next onto the Speedway from Dillsburg, Pennsylvania, the J&S Classics, M&M Painting and Construction, Randy Shearer, Heating and Plumbing, DMS Trash, number 39, M, the Concrete King, Anthony Macri. And joining Macri, from Lebanon, Indiana, the NOS Energy Drink, West Tennessee Expediting, Tack Truck Center, ZMAX, Stanton Racing Engines, number 17, Spencer Baston. Macri on lap 1, 9th quick, 14.303, 1.4303. First time by for Spencer Baston is a 14.722, 1.4722. Second lap for Anthony Macri, up to 8th quick at a 14.271, 1.4271. And for Spencer Baston, his second lap time improves as well at a 14.596, 1.4596. From Manchester, Pennsylvania, the Brewer Home Improvements, Keller Contracting, Trash Ride, Voco Electric, number 71 of Logan Rumsey. And joining him from Salfordville, Pennsylvania, the Trans-East Equipment Specialty Rigging, Pioneer Pole Buildings, Carroll Motor Fuels, Ken's Tire, number 51R, Freddie Raymer. Logan Rumsey, 71, Freddie Raymer in 51R. First lap time for Logan Rumsey is 10th quick at a 14.330, 114.331. First time by for Freddie Raymer is a 14.763, 147.63. Second lap for Logan Rumsey. Fourth quick at a 14.209, 142.09. Freddie Raymer up to 21st at a 14.587, 145.87. Logan Rumsey into the top 5, fourth quickest at a 14.209. Next pair led to the Speedway by car number 48, the Weikert's Livestock RV four-wheel drive. SpeedwayCars.com, York Excavating entry. Driver out of Gettysburg, Pennsylvania is Danny Dietrich. And he is joined by the two-time defending series champion from Watertown, Connecticut, the ShopHoustons.com, BillionAuto.com, Prosper Real Estate Investments, JRC Transportation, Jackson Motorflex, number 2 of David Gravel. Danny Dietrich in 48, David Gravel in car number 2, Dietrich on lap 1, 19th quick, 14.510, 14510. 2023 winner here at BAPS, David Gravel on lap 1, 6th quick at a 14.251, 14251. Dietrich's second lap is a 14.548, first lap better at 14.510. And for David Gravel, the second time across the line will be a 14.414, his first lap official at 14.251. Two more pairs of drivers for Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. From Liverpool, Pennsylvania, the Village Square Plaza Mountain View Travel High-Tech Metal Smith Titanium, number 11 of TJ Stutz. And from Bradenton, Florida, driving the Tub of Towels Amalie Oil, USA Fence TI-22 Performance, Ronicky Construction, All-Star Performance, number 28M, Connor Morrell. TJ Stutz in the 11, Connor Morrell in 28M. First lap for Stutz will be a 14.731, 14731. Connor Morrell's opening lap time, 14.673, 14673. Stutz on lap 2, much better, 20th quick at a 14.497, 14497. Morrell to 23rd at a 14.541, 14541. And that brings our final pair of Honest Abe Roofing qualifiers onto the Speedway. Rookie of the Year contender from Glendale, Arizona, the Indy Performance Composites Moxie Maxim Chassis, High Performance Lubricants AZ HVAC, number 51, Ashton Torgerson. And from Sunshine Coast, Queensland, Australia, the New Trend Homes, Napa Auto Parts, Rudisill Trucking, Clay Purview, number 66 of Ryan Newton. Ashton Torgerson, 51, Ryan Newton in 66. First lap time for Torgerson, 14.574, 14574. Ryan Newton's opening lap time is a 14.590, 14590. Second lap time for Torgerson up to 18th quick at a 14.438, 14438. Ryan Newton on lap 2, better as well at a 14.482, 14482. That wraps up Honest Abe Roofing qualifying for the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series. Your fast qualifier this evening getting tonight's Simpson Quick Time Award in the number 41, Carson Macedo. His lap time 14.113 seconds at an average speed of 103.054 miles per hour. Chase Dietz second at a 14.195. Garrett Williamson third, 14.196. Logan Rumsey fourth. Bill Baylog fifth. David Gravel times in sixth. Quickest Lance DeWeese seventh. Sheldon Hodge showed eighth. Buddy Kofoid ninth, and Anthony Macri rounding out the top 10 as we get downstairs to Connor Wade.
The Ford is in tonight and against Carson Macedo. Believe it or not, his first overall Quick Time Award of 2026. And Carson, with qualifying being something you guys have struggled with as of late, what does this Quick Time tonight tell you?
I don't know. I think that the engine was running really good there. That's probably one of the ultimate tests. The track was really fast, especially. I don't think it hurt going out early, but just we were wide open, right? So I think that gives you a pretty good indication. But Ford runs really good. Big thank you to Paul Kistler and Tim Engler, obviously another partner of ours who's been working really hard to get our engines running good, and we'll put it to the test there. And Philip, Adam, and Robbie did a great job. I feel like my car was really good too. So I think when it all comes together, it makes for something good, and hopefully we can just keep that momentum up.
Carson Macedo, Quick Time tonight, looking for his first win since Angel Park in early June.
Thank you so much, Connor Wade. So, Honest Abe Rubin qualifying now complete. You see the teams getting ready to bring their cars back to the outer pit area. Opening ceremony scheduled up next on tonight's race program. We'll take a break here on DIRTVision. Be back with more of the Brickers Bash from BAPS Motor Speedway.
As the battle for the lead heats up in turn number 2. Carson Macedo closing in on Ryan Timms down the back straightaway.
Saturday night at the Knoxville Nationals, when I'm pushing out for the feature, I'm feeling anxious, excited, and just grateful for the opportunity to race on such a big stage like that. The Knoxville Nationals is our biggest race of the year. It's the one that we look forward to the most, and I think it's the granddaddy of them all. So to have the opportunity to even win it is pretty special, and yeah, I look forward to it every year.
Unveiled at PRI, 5-Star introduced an all-new sprint car body engineered using advanced CFD aero analysis, validated through on-track testing using real-time airflow data.
There's no reason why anybody will want to run anything else than this 5-Star sprint car body.
Designed to fit Maxim, XXX, Schnee Lawson, JR1, J&J, DRC, Spike, and more. 5-Star's all-new sprint car body. The new standard in sprint car technology.
Trackwear, streetwear, workwear. No matter where you are, be race ready. Clothing brand built for fans, drivers, and crews.
DIRTVision offers you more ways to watch dirt racing than anywhere else. See live coverage of World of Outlaws sprints and late models on the standard stream, the DIRTVision dashboard, multi-view, or Dirt Zone. You decide. DIRTVision is home to the greatest shows on dirt.
They'll tell you who you are.
What you can't do.
Where you don't belong.
But with the right people at your side, you write your own story.
You don't wait for success, you chase it. Sharper, tougher, faster, with every lap.
And when you give everything you've got, you don't just win. You inspire what comes next.